A very good afternoon to all of you. Thank you so much for joining in today's session and being here and being available. Engage me on chat if you're already in. My name is Caroline Gadoni Muriuki. I'll be your trainer for the day. Just let me know if you're in the house. If you are, I'm taking a look at the comment section to see how many people are in today's session. Just go ahead and share your name, where you're joining from, and also go ahead and share your business name as well. So, welcome to today's session. We're going to be discussing how to create a digital marketing plan, what you need to make sure you have on the plan when you're creating it, just to make sure that we are all in the know on all things digital marketing plan. So if you're already on the session or you're in the session, just go ahead and drop your name right there, and then I'll be able to sample that in just a few. Welcome so much. Welcome, Home Shop Enterprises. Mike joining from Mombasa, Kenya. Perfect. You're saying you provide construction services in building, civil, water, and sanitation sectors to the Kenyan market and the larger East Africa region. Perfect. Karibu sana. Welcome, Mike. Let me know if anyone else who's here and you're joining us. Let me know where you're joining from. I'm joining you from Nairobi, in Westlands, and here it's a bit chilly, a bit warm. So if you see me heavy, having a scarf on my neck and looking heavily dressed, then that's the reason why. So welcome to today's session. Please introduce yourself on the chat section, and then my moderator, just to introduce my moderator, will be Winnie. Winnie will be on the chat section engaging you, just checking on the questions that you have. If you have a question or concern, make sure that you drop it there. If you have an issue, probably you cannot hear me well, if you're not able to see my screen as well, just let me know on chat so that we are all in one accord. All right, perfect. So glad that you're here. Home Shop, you can also invite other people to join in and learn on this session. Even as we wait for the rest to join, they'll be able to join as we continue. So from what I'm able to see, you're quite a very how do I say, you the services that you're providing, they cover the very important sectors that we have in the country, so that's really really good. And even I know as we go through today's topic, you'll also be able to learn and just get to pick a few things that will be of effect to your business. I see we have Lucy Munjuga. Hi, Lucy. Welcome, joining from Alltop Investments. You carry out property management services. Perfect, perfect. Thank you so much for joining. So drop your comments on there. Winnie is already there. Winnie will be taking your questions and your concern, and she'll be able to answer any question that you have. So let's get started with today's session. I don't want to keep us here a lot because we also have businesses that you're running, just to give you more time to get to the business and also have you get the knowledge that you need. Let's go ahead and check and see what the agenda of today's session will be. So today, our agenda is we want at the end of this session to make sure that you are introduced to digital marketing and you know what exactly digital marketing is all about, how to build your marketing plan, and also how to harness the power of digital advertising. So these are the agendas of today. And as we progress, just to let us know that this training that you're having, it's powered by Google, and Google also provide a bootcamp where you can register as an SME, and then have a 1 week intense training where you're going to learn everything from business finance to digital marketing, everything that a business needs. So make sure that you register for the bootcamp. It's free. You're not charged any amount to join. Just sign up for the Google Hustle Academy. Then once you sign up and you're eligible, they will notify you, and then you can get this brand opportunity to just be trained overall and improve your business. So my moderator is going to drop the link on chat as well, so that we can go ahead and also register for that. It's worth registering. It's an amazing opportunity for every SME. So before we continue and we just get into the topic, I just want to just make sure we are all set. Lucy and Mike, kindly type for me on the chat section yes if you can see my screen all right, and if you're able to hear me, just to make sure that you guys are on board and I don't leave you behind. So just type yes, and then I'll be able to proceed on my end. All right, Lucy and Mike, just let me know. Okay. All right. So I think we're all good. I'm going to take silence as we are all good, because I don't see any text or coming in. However, if you're having an issue, no screen yet. Okay. All right. Lucy, you can see my screen where I'm sharing the issue. Sorry, not the issue, the topic of today. You can see at all. All right. Winnie, you can maybe take it up. I'm not sure why the screen is not showing. Maybe just try and log out and log back in. All right. Just try and refresh, and then you let me know if everything is okay. Just refresh, and then you can check and let us know. Okay. So Irene, you say yes. So Irene, you can see me. Let me see. Mike, yes. Okay. Okay. So Lucy, try and refresh, and then type on chat so that Winnie can take it up. Hezekiah, you say no, you cannot see my screen. Okay. All right. Who else can see? No screen, no screen. Okay. All right. Okay. Give me just a second. Let me just adjust that real quick, and then we can proceed. All right. Apologies on that. So I think we are all set. We should be able to see my. You should be able to see my screen on your end. Can you just let me know real quick on the chat section if you're able to see my screen? We should be all good from what we were able to check on our end. All right. So Hezekiah, you say now you can. All right. Perfect. Okay. Great. So sorry about that. Sometimes technology has a mind of its own. However, let me just go back a bit to make sure that we are caught up with what exactly we'll be doing today. So, as I mentioned, what we are discussing today is how to create a digital marketing plan. And then the agendas that we are covering for the day is introduction to digital marketing, how to build your digital marketing plan, how to harness the power of digital marketing, and digital advertising as well. So, as I mentioned, Google has powered this training session, and also we have a 1 week boot camp for all SMEs in Kenya and around Africa. So you can just sign up with the link that was shared on chat by my moderator Winnie, and then you can have a 1 week intense training and cover all things business, digital marketing, and finance, just to grow your business to the level that you want it to be. So I know Hezekiah has been in the boot camp, and I'm sure he can give you a personal testimony of what exactly the boot camp was able to help him achieve. So make sure that you sign up and you don't miss out on that opportunity. So, as I mentioned, what you'll be discussing today is how to create your digital marketing plan. What should it include? And I just want us to just have a session to make sure that we are all on board with the topic that we are covering. On chat section, real quick, kindly just engage me and let me know how you engage with your customers currently. How do you engage with your customers currently? So, right, so just drop your answer on chat and then I'll be able to take a look and I can respond to that real quick. All right. So Hezekiah, we have Hezekiah, we have Mike from Home Shop. I also saw we have Irene Mute. Welcome, Irene, to the session. And then we have Lucy also on the session. All right. So how do you engage with your customers currently? All right. So Irene says Instagram. Okay, perfect. So social media. Let me see if we have any other answer. Okay, so social media seems to be the one thing that rings in most people's mind when it comes to reaching out to customers, and that has been powered by the generation that we're in, where technology is, what we use. I also see Hezekiah, you say email and telephone. Okay, perfect. I see John, social media too. Okay, perfect. John, that's Kirko. Let me see who else. Who else? All right. So social media. Mike says Facebook, Instagram, email, WhatsApp. All right. Perfect. Perfect. So we all have an understanding of what we use to reach out to our customers. So let's just have a look at digital marketing. Just have a look and see what exactly digital marketing entails. So we've all mentioned what we use to reach out to our customers. I just want one person to share what they think digital marketing is. It doesn't have to be uh, a long answer, just what comes to your mind when you think digital marketing. Okay, let me see. Let me see. Digital marketing. I'm sure some of us have heard of this term before. Let me see. Elijah Moredi, you can see the screen now. All right, perfect. Okay, so what is digital marketing? What do you think digital marketing is? If someone says digital marketing, what comes to mind? Okay, so I'm going to give us a second to type our answers on chat, and I'm just checking to see if we have anyone there who's putting in the answer. Let me see. Okay, all right. So I see nobody has an answer. Is it that we don't know or okay? Okay, no need to worry about that. So let's just get into it and discuss digital marketing. What is digital marketing? So digital marketing concentrates on using the wide range of online tools and technology available, but the focus should always now be on understanding human behavior. So marketers face new challenges, and even as business owners, I know that you face new challenges in the digital marketplace. But then you also have an opportunity to create personalized, relevant communications and content to develop deep relationships with the customers based on ongoing interaction. So basically, digital marketing is the use of online tools. However, the focus is on understanding human behavior and seeing how you can maximize on that. So I see a response from Mike from Home Shop, and you say digital marketing, reaching out to customers using the internet. All right, perfect. Using online tools and technology. All right, perfect. So when it comes to digital marketing, let's just take a look and see how mobile has changed, the way we behave, and also accelerated the popularity of e-commerce. So mobile in particular is changing how we act and how we behave as humans. We have never been more connected to information, knowledge, and people than we are right now. So we have the answer to pretty much any questions on our fingertips. If you want something, if you have a question in mind about something, first thing you do is what? You search for it online, or you go online to get more information about it. So now we have the power to do our own research online and also just get to understand what our customers want, what our clients want, and then we can maximize on the same. So I just want to hear from you, what opportunity do you think might arise from connecting with customers online? When you take a look at your customer base, what opportunities do you think can arise from connecting with customers online? Okay, so I'm waiting on the chat. Let me see. When you take a look at your business, what opportunities do you think can arise when um, when you connect with your customers online? Okay. Let me see. John, you can also let us know what opportunities do you think would arise from connecting with your customers online? Okay, so I'm just calling out one person to encourage the rest of us to share. Let's make it a bit interactive, okay? Product improvement and new opportunities, right? Once you get the feedback from them, you're able to know what you need to improve on your product and also the new opportunities that you can explore. All right, perfect. Thank you so much for sharing that, John. So now, opportunities of being online. We're just going to highlight three of those and just take a look at each. So first, the first opportunity that comes when you're reaching your customers or your clients online is you get increased reach. So you have global access when you use online tools. You have 24 hours a day, and then you have 7 days a week. And remember, the world does not operate in the same time frame, if you can say. So if part of the world is asleep, part of the world is awake, so you have global access 24 hours, and then you're able to reach niche audiences, and you allow customers to find your products or services easily. So even as John mentioned, you're able to increase your reach, and even you can also get new customers who are able to find your products. So the second opportunity is you're able to learn about your customers. So you can conduct a consumer or a market research and keep up with customer demands and trends in your market. And then the third opportunity is you're able to communicate and support. So you can improve your customer service with greater flexibility. Like, for example, we have WhatsApp, we have a poll where you can run a poll on social media just to get feedback from your customer base or your clients. And then you can also communicate with your customers and get their feedback on your business. Remember, reviews are important because they show people what your business is offering them. So I see Lucy also mentioned greater market share. And then we have Mike who says feedback, and orders. Yes, you get to know what they want. And also they're able to inquire about the services and also make sales or purchases when you engage with them online. So it's convenience, meeting the need with a convenient option available. All right, so let's take a look at the key channels to consider for digital marketing. Okay, so we have various digital marketing channels that are available, and we're just going to take a look at each of them. So we have SEO, that's search engine optimization. We have SEM, that's search engine marketing. We have SMM, that's social media marketing. We have display marketing. Then we have email marketing, and then we have content marketing. So we'll be able to take a look at each of them and see what each has to offer. So let's take a look at each and just give a better explanation so that you can understand that as well. So we'll take our first channel, which is SEO, that's search engine optimization. So this is optimizing your website so it shows up more often in search engine results. So when we are talking about optimizing, this means that the information or the content that you have available on your website is most relevant to what someone will be able to, or the question that someone can use to search for your product and services. So we'll be able to take a look at that a bit a bit deeply in just a few. And then you have SEM. This is search engine marketing. As we say, this is paying for advertising to appear in search engines. When we talk about search engines, we are talking about Google. Let's use Google, which is the giant. So Google is a search engine. That's what we are referring to when we say search engine. Then we have SMM, that's social media marketing. This is paying using social media or social networks to gain traffic, attention, and reach new people. I'm sure most of us, when you're using Facebook or Instagram, you've seen this kind of um, advertising happening on social media. Then we have display marketing. And when you talk about display marketing, this is online advertising in many different formats. So on many websites across the internet. If you've been on a site and you are able to see an advert which is not related maybe to what, but then it just popped up, that's what we are talking about when we talk about display marketing. Then we have email marketing. And Hezekiah mentioned about emails as one of the way that he reaches his customers. So when you talk about email marketing, this is collecting and using email addresses to communicate with your users. So they could be that they subscribed to a newsletter, or they gave you the email when they were making a purchase, and then you use the emails to reach out to them and to market your business or your products. And then you have content marketing. Then this is creating and sharing different types of content such as blog posts, videos, guides, infographics, just to attract attention and also to drive traffic to your website. So I'm going to pause here for a minute. If you have any questions, anyone who has a question up to this point, just drop it in chat real quick, and then I'll be able to pick up from there and we can proceed. Okay, so I don't see any question on chat. If you have a question, make sure that you drop it there, and my moderator will be able to go ahead and engage you and also respond to the same, and I also keep checking to see if you have any questions. So we've taken a look at digital marketing. I've seen that we all have an understanding of what exactly digital marketing is. Now, when you're talking about building your digital marketing plan, let's see what exactly that entails. Okay, so I'm just pausing here just for a bit so that I see if we have any question before I proceed. Okay, so I see we don't have any question. So let's go ahead and just take a look and see, when we talk about building your digital marketing plan, what exactly do you consider when you're building? When you're building, let's say, a house, you start with the foundation, and then from there you move to the next step, and then at the end of it all, you have a house that you have built. So it's the same thing when you're building your digital marketing plan. You have steps that you take and steps that you do consider. consider when doing so. So the first step is business goals and objectives, and then you have the second step, which is budget and resourcing. And the third step is audience. The fourth step is picking channels, which we've gone through. And then the fifth one is planning your activity. And then the last one is measuring, and we'll be able to use the SMART goal formula just to make sure that what we are measuring is something that is in line with that specific formula. All right, so let's take step one. So, step one is business goals and objectives. So, when you're talking about business goals and objectives, successful businesses are based on both goals and objectives. And I'm sure probably we had this conversation before. So, when you're talking about your goals and your objectives, you want to clarify the purpose of your business and also identify the necessary actions that you can take. And goals are general statements of desired achievements, while your objectives are specific steps or actions you take to reach your goal. So let's take the example that we have on our screen. So this is a business owned by one person named Max, and he owns a hairdressing business. So his business goals are to get more customers through his door, which I'm sure it's something that we all want. All right, so you want to get more customers. Either if you're an online business, you want to get more orders for products. So in this case, for Max, he's hairdresser. So with hairdressing, you definitely have a physical location. He just wants to get more customers through his door, and also make people in his local area know his business exists. All right, so he wants to make sure that he gets the customers, and apart from that, he creates awareness of the business that he has. So when we talk about the objectives, or when we talk about online objectives, let's just take a few examples so that we know how we can structure our objectives based on our businesses. All right, so when you're setting your objectives, you want to set them with an online focus, and we'll just take a few examples of online objectives that Max in this case could have to reach his business goals. So one is to increase traffic to his website. Two is to increase online sales. Remember, he wants to get more customers. Then three, increase social media page likes or follows. And then four, increase online reach and awareness. Okay, so I hope you're good up to there. So let's just check and see how this plays out in these particular steps when we have the online objectives and the business goals. So online objectives should align with your business goals. So as mentioned, your online objectives are how you reach your business goals, so they should align with each other naturally. So when you're talking about online objectives, is let's just take the first one, which is to increase online reach and awareness. And then the second one that we mentioned was increase website sales. Okay, so the first online objective we have is to increase online reach and awareness. And for that, what will that attain? You make more people know that the business exists. So that was one of the goals that Max had. So through online reach and awareness, he's able to make sure that people are aware of his business. So let's take the second one as well: increase website sales. And for that, with that, you sell more product. And then we have increased social media likes, follows for his customers, or in this case for my customers if I'm taking Mark's position. And without, you get found by more people. And then the last one, to increase traffic to the website, and with that, you get more returning customers. So that's what we mean when we say your objectives should align with your business goals. So if your plan is to increase online reach and awareness, then the goal that you're going to get at the end of that is what you'll be able to create awareness. So make sure that your objectives match with your business goals. All right. So let's take a look at step two. This is budget and resource. We're going to take the same example of Max just to make sure that we have that one example in mind, and then we can proceed and see how that plays out in the business. So in the second step, it's budget and resource. So when you're in this step, what you're thinking about is what is possible and what you have. It's good to be real about the same. So give yourself an honest statement about what your challenges are. So in this case, remember we talked about increased reach and awareness, and we talked about him getting more traffic to the website, and in turn he can get more returning clients. But now let's just take a look at this example. Max doesn't have a website, and the reason is because he feels it's too much of an investment at that particular time. So this will help him evaluate which other objective he can use to attain the goal that he needed. So in this case, when you're talking about increased website traffic for you to get returning customers, and good, unfortunately, the good thing is that these works for you because all the SMEs in the Digital Launchpad program, you're able to get a website developed for you. And this is the importance of you having a website. When you have a site where you can drive traffic, then it's easy for you to get returning customers, and it's still in the same way create awareness of your business and the services that you're offering. Let's take a look at the third step, which is audience. So when you're talking about the audience, these are the customers that you have, the people that you target. You've already categorized the people that would buy your service or your products. All right. So think about who your target audience is. If you, for example, own safari business, if I can say, your target are those people who enjoy going for vacations. This could be people in their 30s and above. This could be people in their 20s who probably don't have much to lose. They can, splurge the money to do a few things here and there. So you've already targeted your audience. So that's what we mean when you talk about your audience. So if we take Mark's example, he is targeting females in his local area, and the valuable customers are females above 30 years old. Reason is they normally have children and they work part-time, and most of them use Facebook. Okay. So with parents, even our parents, most of them, or if you're targeting anyone who's 30 and above, in this particular area that you are in, most of them are on Facebook. And also you can also check based on the target audience that you have, which other social media platform they're using, and then you know how to exactly tailor make your products or your services to suit them. Okay. So make sure that you think about who your target audience is and why they are your target audience. Okay. So now the fourth step is marketing channels. So remember we went through marketing channels in just a few minutes back, and we were able to take a look at each and also just discuss in depth what exactly each means. So now remember the online objectives that we had. Okay, so let's go ahead and just take a look at each. But before then, please note that not all marketing channels will suit your business goals. So consider which channels work best for you. So this is not a rigid template of what you're supposed to do. You have to just pick the ones that suit your business, and you're able to understand this as you apply them. You're able to see which ones suit your business more, and then you can pick those and run with them. So do this by using your online objectives. It will be easier for you to know which ones are working best for you. So let's take, for example, the first online objective, which is to increase online reach and awareness. Okay. So remember we talked about the channels that we have. So in this case, the channels that would help are one, display marketing. Remember we say those pop-ups that show on different sites. Then you have social media, and then you have content marketing. So those would work to attain that objective and the goal that you want. All right. So increase website sales. So when you want to increase your website sales, you have search engine marketing. When you say you pay, and then you pay for ads, and then your website appears as an ad and the first option that someone will be able to click. Then we have SEO, search engine optimization, as we said, making sure that your content is more relative to what someone would use to search for your services. So if it's your services, the website is well optimized to suit that, and it comes up as the first site that someone would click on, or someone would be able to see once they make a search. So for that, you also use email marketing as well. So you have those people who on your website, probably you've put an option to subscribe to your mailing list, and then they've already done that. All right, so you can use those three channels to attain that. Then we have increased traffic to websites. So for this, we have search engine marketing, we have SEO, and we have email marketing. So you do see a repeat of the two on the two objectives. So as we said, it's not rigid. Make sure you pick the ones that work based on your online objective. Then we have the last one, which is increase customer loyalty. So for this, you have social media, you have followers who will be able to follow your page, and then from there, whenever you post, they are on your feed and they can see what exactly you're sharing. And then we have email marketing. Those are people who are loyal, they've already subscribed. And then we have content marketing as well. Now let's take a look at step 5. So step 5 is for you to plan your activity. So we've already gone through all the others. Now we are at the implementation stage, and for this you need to plan your activity. So we are going to have the same example, which is Mark's business, a hairdresser. So his online objectives is to reach the online objectives that he has to reach more people in his local area and get more returning customers. And for this, he doesn't have a website. Remember, budget and resource for you to be true to what exactly you have and what you don't. So he doesn't have a website, as it's too much of an investment right now. So the question would be, how can he use digital to help his business? Okay, so here's how he could approach his challenge strategically. So this could be listing his business on Google Business Profile and create a free website. Remember, GBP is a free tool that is provided for you, so you can go ahead and just list your business, and I'm sure most of us have done that. If not, make sure that you go ahead and you get in touch with your DMS and list your business on GBP, and then with that you can create a free website. So in this case for Max, if he doesn't have the funds, then through GBP he can create a free website that then he can use, and make sure that it's populated with the right information, services and products, and then he can go ahead and use that as a Facebook page. Remember, his customers, majority of them are on Facebook, so he needs to set up a Facebook page, collect reviews, and post pictures of customers' hairstyle. Now when you're sharing your content on social media, you give as much information as possible. So in this case, when he's setting up the Facebook page, he can add the pictures, the different styles, the cost of each service. If he has an offer, then he also has an option to post that there. Then use Facebook advertising to target people in his local area with an offer to attract new customers. So with Facebook as well, Facebook advertising, you can target the people you want based on different demographics, including the age. Remember, he said that he is and above, so he's able to target those specific people. You can also target your customers based on the location. All right, so let's take a look at step 6. So he's already planned his activity, and he's already found a way how to go about it. differently, even if he doesn't have a website, as it shows right there, he's able to go ahead and see what exactly he can use in terms of the other digital tools. Now let's take a look at the last step, which is measure. If you don't measure, you cannot confirm if you really attained what you wanted. So when you talk about measuring, we have the SMART goal formula that allows us to make sure that our goals are they're set for success. Yeah. So SMART objectives help us to set goals that are more likely to succeed and are achievable as well. So instead of you plucking ideas out of thin air or just thinking what could work or what couldn't work, then this structure gives you a better way to do things. All right. So we have S. I'm sure some of us have probably had this. We have S, which is specific. This means what exactly do you want to achieve? Okay. Then we have M, that's measurable. How will you know? How will you know your goals have been achieved? So, what metrics are you using for success, or what metrics show success? So, let me just backtrack a bit and then we can go back to the first one, which is specific. So, when you're looking at specific, you're looking at who, what, when, where, and how. Remember, when we talk about digital marketing, we talked about what your focus is the customer behavior, or how they are behaving when they're engaging with you, your business, and your service. So you want to make sure that when you're setting your goals is where they are specific to who, what, when, where, and how. So give your goal as much detail and thought as possible. Then when we go to measurable, we talked about metrics. Which metrics are you using to show success? All right. When we talk about A for achievable, do you have the skills to make sure that you attain the goal? Do you have the time and the resources and whatever else you need to turn that goal into a reality? Do you have that? Is it achievable? Okay, so that's rhetorical. Just think about it. And then you have R, which is realistic. The goals that you are setting, are you likely to achieve them, or is it a dream? Okay, so make sure that the goals are realistic. And then we have T for time bound. When do you want to complete your goal by? Do you have a time frame that you're working with, a start and an end date that you're working with? So make sure that you have that set, and giving goals a date is important. It will ensure you are motivated and also that you're continuously moving forward to where you're supposed to be. So now we know what SMART goals are, so let's try setting one so that we can understand how that works. All right, so setting SMART objectives help you measure the success of your activity. So let's take a look at broad objectives first, and then from there we can go ahead and see the SMART objectives that we can set to attain those. So we have two objectives here. The first one is to increase online sales. Okay, so the first objective is to increase online sales. All right, so the SMART the broad objective is to increase online sales. Okay, so you see it doesn't have the detail of how you're going to actually do it. So now let's take a look at the SMART objective that is measurable, actionable, and also one that will actually tell you how exactly you can increase those sales. So when you talk about the SMART objective, it will be to increase online sales by 20% within 3 months. Okay, so you see that that is more detailed in that it has a specific um, rate of sales you want to increase, and it also have a time frame that you are working with. So once you get to the end of those 3 months, you can actually look and tell if it's been a success or not. Okay, and let's take a look at the second broad objective, to increase brand awareness. Okay, to increase brand awareness, so many things that you can do to do that, but then how are you actually going to do it? So let's take a look at the SMART objective. This is to increase brand awareness on Facebook by growing our audience with new people by 40%. again, more specific, more detailed. You already have the platform you're going to use, the audience rate that you want to grow by, and then with that, it's easy for you to evaluate and see what, if you're able to achieve that. If not, what insights do you have that can in turn help you set the next goal or the next objective that you want in your business. Remember that this is not one time thing. These are things that you continually keep on changing. Once you get the 40%, probably you want to increase to 60%. So it's something that is continuous. So once you are able to measure and see what has worked for you, you can set a clearer and a better objective, and also make sure that you continually grow your business. All right, so I'm going to pause here for just a second to see if we have anyone else who's joined us. Okay, so I see we have Joe Kamau and we have Crystal. Welcome to today's session. So let's run through digital marketing plan. And in this case, we're going to take a look at Max, who is our business example. So this is what his plan would look like. Okay, so his business goal would be one, reach more people in his local area and get more customers through his door. Okay, so we say that. And then the audience that he would have, these are females between 39 and 45, local area and past customers that he's had before. And the channel that he's going to use is a local SEO and Facebook. And then the activity would be for him to build a website and boost visibility on Google. Use Facebook advertising to target people in his local area as well. So remember, we talked about the website. You can get it on the GBP one page or website that you get, and also open a Facebook page. Okay, and then we have online objectives. So his online objectives are to increase online reach and increase returning customers. Okay, and then the last step, which is the smart objective, will be to increase Facebook page likes from new people by 50% within the next month. Okay, so for that he'll be able to attain his online objective. The first one, to increase online reach, and then increase bookings from past customers by 20% in the next quarter. Increase returning customers, as earlier mentioned, on online objectives. All right, so I hope you are all clear on the steps that you're supposed to take. If you have any questions, please make sure that you drop them on chat so that we can go ahead and answer that for you. Okay, so I see Rehema, you're saying I'm also here. Welcome, Rehema. Nice to have you here. So I'm just going to go to the next step or the next agenda. So we've already taken a look at introduction into digital marketing, how to create your plan, and then now the last step, which is how to harness the power of digital marketing. So let's just take a look at most of the things that we have mentioned before. So we're going to just in detail discuss search engine marketing. So this is what a search engine results page looks like. I'm sure you've seen this. Whenever you're on Google when you're trying to search for something, I'm sure you've seen such a page. However, it's categorized into three things that I like us to note. And the appearance of the results page adapts to the search that is made, but it contains those three things that I am mentioning. And the first thing you'll notice is the search query. Okay, so that's the one highlighted in yellow, and that is what someone has typed into Google, or search query is what you type when you're looking for an answer, and what comes up now, those are the results that you get. Okay, and then the results are then shown as either ads or organic listings. So let's just take a look and see search query. Let's just take a look at search query first. As I say, is the yellow bit that you see at the top, the question that you type in the result in the search box for you now to get the results. Then we have the second part, the paid text and ads. So ads are paid listings that appear above the organic listing. So those are the ones in blue. They will definitely have that ad text appear before the rest, so that you know that that is specifically an ad. It's not just an organic research or organic result. And then you see that ad sponsored or ad icon that appears next to the results that you're seeing. And then we have the last bit, that is organic search listing. So these the sites or the websites or the pages where they have not paid for those specific sites. However, based on their optimization level and how relevant their content is to the search query that someone has put in, that's why they come up first. So they rank better than any other site, which might still have the same information, but they are not well optimized. Okay, so there's a process for search engine marketing. Okay, so let's just take a look at the process. One is to understand your customers. So this is what makes everything else happen. When you know who exactly your customers are, then you find keywords. So keywords are basically the search term, phrase, or word that someone would use to describe the service that you provide or the product. So we need to brainstorm good keywords to bid on that might be relevant to our target audience. Then once you do that, you create a copy. In order to create good ads, we need to understand what our target customer wants, so that we are able to meet them at the point of need. And then once that is all done, we put it all together. So this might sound intimidating as of now, the process, but it's really simple, and we're going to show you how to do it step by step in subsequent training. So make sure that you tune in and you join each and every session that we have. So we'll be talking about digital marketing strategy next week. So make sure that you're here so that you can also learn more. So we have search engine marketing, and then we have search engine optimization. So just to make sure we are clear of the differences, let's just take a look at what the differences are between the two. So SEO in itself is free, all right, which of course is the main benefit of it. You pay nothing to search engines like Google. You rank based on the relevance of your content to the search query that someone is keying in. Then SEM is where you pay, but only when someone actually clicks on your ad. That's the only time that your account will be debited for that specific ad. So if your ad serves 10 times but is only clicked on once, you only pay once. Okay, and then we have on SEM, we talked about you bid on keywords, and then we talked about SEO, you just optimize your keywords. Okay, so when it comes to optimizing on SEO, this can take time. Okay, this can take time to rank on the first page of Google. So it's a continuous process. Make sure that you have that patience to just be there, and make sure that depending on the nature of the competition and also the type of search query that you're trying to rank for, it might take time, and it's good to also have that at the back of your mind. All right, but then when it comes to SEM, you can get onto the first page straight away because you've paid for it. All right, so let's just go ahead and take a look at how to get started with search engine optimization. So there are a few steps that you're supposed to take for you to get started. One is Google Search Console, which is a free tool, and I'm going to ask my moderator to share the links available. So Google Search Console is a free tool that can help tell you more accurately, and also you get to learn how you rank on Google search. And then the next step you should consider is just submitting a sitemap to help Google bots understand the structure of your site. So this is so when it comes to being indexed, Google understands how your site links together, and then they're able to make sure that your site ranks better. And then the third step which we have is you look into creating valuable content that your users really want. So Google really values useful and fresh content that helps its users find what they are looking for. So make sure that your content is tailor-made to the customers, or to what your even you as the business owner, if you were to go on search and just search for your services, just do a normal search and see if your business would come up as one of the high ranking pages. If not, then there's work to do based on that. So make sure that your content is as relevant as possible. Now when you go to search engine optimization, these are the tips for success. All right, so make sure that you run a keyword research, and these I'll ask my moderator as well to just share the links that you can use to just learn more about it. So there's no shortcut for search engine optimization to help improve your website's visibility. So you need to make sure that you conduct a keyword research just to discover and understand what words or phrases people are looking for when they are searching for products and services related to your business. And this is easy to use, especially if you have a website that's already up and running. You can go ahead and do a keyword research. And then the next thing is for you to publish useful, high quality content and understand your customers and optimize your content to suit their needs. So the content that you have on there, whether it's photos, whether it's graphics, whether it's the text that you have, make sure that your content is high quality so that it suits the needs. And then lastly, make your web pages search friendly. All right, make sure that your pages are easily it's easy to navigate if someone lands on your homepage or on your services page or whatever page you have on your website, and they can easily just get what exactly they are looking for. If you've ever been on a site and it's taking time, you tend to get bored, all right? So make sure that your pages are easily um, I don't know if I can say easily navigatable. Yeah, it's easy for someone to just move from one page to another. So let's talk about display ads in detail. So if you take a look at what you have on the screen, I'm sure you've seen something like that. So display ads are typically visual content that are displayed on a variety of publisher sites. It could be like a flyer, a poster, but it's digital, all right? And display ads come in all shapes and sizes, predominantly their image banners. So there are different ad formats available. This could be text ads, could be image ads, could be video ads, could be ads across and ads just across mobile websites. So when we talk about display ads, this is exactly what we are talking about, and these actually come in handy if your goal is to create awareness of the business, because they're eye-catching and they stand out. So it's easy for someone to engage, click, and just see what your business is all about. So let's go ahead and just take a look and see how is display advertising different from search advertising. So search advertising is focused around addressing search queries. The likelihood to generate sales is higher as we understand exactly what that user is searching for. Then when we talk about display advertising, we don't have as clear understanding of what the user is interested in, as we are serving ads against the content that they're viewing. For example, if we want to maybe we are introducing a new product in the market, okay? We want to create awareness, as I mentioned. Display ads would serve better. Now we've already had the product in the market for a while. What we want is sales. Then that's where search advertising is going to come in. If what I am selling are, let me just think about. Okay, so if I own a tours and safari company, let me just use that example, and I want to increase sales. I know we have Madaraka Day coming up, and I want to make sure that I can increase sales on that. Then what you'll do is you'll move towards search advertising, so that when someone is searching for Madaraka Day packages or safari or tour packages, then you come up. All right. So there's a process of display advertising as well. One is to understand your customers. Two is for you to find keywords. Three, as you said, is create an ad copy, and then you put it all together. So some of the social, let's just take a look and see what social advertising is, because we've already taken a look at the other two. So when it comes to social advertising, I'm sure we've already seen these icons that you're able to see on the screen. We're able to tell what exactly they stand for. So social advertising is basically paid advertising on social networks, e.g. Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, LinkedIn. And then you are able to advertise or market your products using those specific platforms. So the question would be, why should we use social advertising? Okay. And the reason as to why you should consider social media advertising as well is because, one, people are on social media. So the probability of you reaching out to more people is high. You also get to increase your brand recognition. Okay. And you also get to divert traffic to your site, because it gives you an option maybe to link your site, and then people can go there and just view more information on the services that you have. Social media also allows you to reach specific target audiences on different social media sites. So we have Instagram and Facebook. Probably the same audience that you have on Facebook might be the same as what you have on Instagram. But then if you think about platforms like LinkedIn, those are more professional. All right. So if they're more professional, then you're able to know what audience you'll be able to find that, and also how you can target them differently as opposed to Facebook and Instagram. Okay. And then with social media advertising, you can target and retarget your ideal customers. All right. And then it offers you a great opportunity as well to generate leads. Even if someone clicks and they are not able to purchase at that time, in another time when they want that service, they're going to come back to you because they were able to see your services on there. All right, perfect. So I hope you're good up to that point. We are almost getting to the end. And I see, Joseph, you've just joined in. No worries for being late. Any knowledge you get is quality knowledge. So thank you so much for joining. So I want us to take a look, lastly, at the main differences between organic and paid social media, so that we are able to understand the difference between the two. So when we talk about organic social media, these are views, actions, or clicks from posts that are free. All right. And the content appears on your business profile and in people's news feeds. And these are the people that are your followers, your friends, and those people who have already followed, clicked on your page, and they have subscribed, as we can say, and they are loyal to you. All right. Then when it comes to paid social media, this is where you pay for views, for actions, for clicks from posts or ads, and your ads can appear in more places. So if you've ever been on social media and an ad that just shows up, that's what we're talking about. It's paid. You don't need to share your content with your followers only, but you can reach anyone. All right. And then people don't have to follow you for them to see what you're offering, but the ad will just show even as they are on that platform, they're able to see that. Okay. Then I want us to take a look at the process as well. So this also has a process. One is to choose objective, two to choose audience, three to create ad. Okay. And then lastly, to set your budget. So if you've ever run any ad, or if you've ever maybe read more about ads, you have to set your budget based on the duration you want the ad to run, and also just you as a business person, how much you're willing to spend in that particular advertising campaign. Okay, so I'm going to pause here for questions. We are almost done with our session. Do you have anyone who has a question in regards to the topic that we've had so far? Okay, let me see if we have any questions on chat. Okay, so I think we don't have any question. I don't see any shared there. So, on this specific topic that we've had today, it's more of an introduction on what you need to include in your plan. As I said, we'll be having another session next week where we're going to talk about the strategy. So, make sure that you tune in and you are ready and you're here to just learn more and get practical view of what exactly we've discussed today. So I see, John, you're saying you've joined late. No problem. As long as you're here, I'm glad that you're able to make time to be here. So, as I mentioned, for those who've joined late, I mentioned that there's an amazing opportunity that has been given to you for you to have an in-depth training, an intense 1 week training from our partners at Google, through the Google Hustle Academy. All you need to do is to sign up. I'm going to ask my moderator to share the link to sign up. Once you sign up, you'll be notified if you're shortlisted. It's a 1 week training, which is amazing. Some of you can also testify towards the same. So make sure that you sign up and you are ready to join that training. So at the end of the bootcamp, you get your certificate from Google. Apart from that, you also get an opportunity to be mentored one-on-one by someone who's in the industry, and then they're able to guide you on areas that you're struggling in your business. If you have any issues, they're able to coach you on that. So make sure that you sign up on that link and sign up for the Google Hustle Academy. So we've had a great time when we were talking about what you need to consider when you're talking about your digital marketing plan. Now, if you have any question, make sure that you follow up with your digital marketing specialist. If you need any clarification on what we've just shared, make sure that you reach out to ask them. So today's session is just the beginning, and from this specific session, the next steps are for you to implement. And also, if you have any concern or question, as I said, you can reach out and then we'll be able to assist you. We would love to hear from you, to hear what your feedback is in regards to the session. If it's eye-opening, make sure that you share your feedback with us as well. So my moderator will be able to share the link on chat so that you can give us your feedback of the session and what we've discussed. Make sure that you go ahead and you are able to engage with us. Google also gives you an opportunity where you can learn. So my moderator is going to share the link that you're able to see on your screen. That's a link to uh, Learn with Digital. It's a digital garage where you can learn different courses on digital marketing just to expand your knowledge. So make sure that you click on that and you also take a look at the courses that have been provided. And we'd like to also encourage you to follow us on Facebook, on Twitter, and on Instagram, so that we can engage, and also so that you can be briefed on any opportunities that arise. So on Twitter, we are Digital Skills Africa, and then we have Digital Skills for Africa on Facebook, and Instagram, we have Digital Skills AF, that's for Africa. So make sure that you follow us, and once you follow us, in case there are any new opportunities that come up, you will be in the know. So I want to thank you all for being here. Thank you for being in today's session. For those who joined late, make sure that you're early for the next one that we'll be having next week. We'll be able to communicate in time when it will be happening, and also the topic that we'll be covering, so that you can prepare as well. Thank you so much for being here. It's been a pleasure training you today. Thank you for engaging me as well, and much thanks to my moderator Winnie. Thank you. If you have any questions, reach out to us. I'm going to be here for the next 3 minutes on chat, so that if you have any concern or question, you can reach out to me. Thank you so much. God bless and enjoy the rest of your day.